All right, well, first of all, good morning, and thank all of you for being here. Today, I'm excited to discuss a significant development regarding our Akron Waterways Renewed project. Since taking office, I committed to work collaboratively with state and federal agencies in an effort to bring down the total cost of our combined sewer project, while remaining true to our environmental responsibilities. I believe we do this by pursuing two main objectives. One, engaging in the integrated planning process, and I want to thank the team that's been doing that for quite a while to find greener and more efficient alternatives, and by seeking new, more flexible financing options that spread out the cost of these 100-year assets over multiple generations as opposed to just one. Earlier this year, the city achieved an agreement with state and federal agencies to substitute 3 green infrastructure projects for gray storage basins. We estimate that these substitutions will result in a savings of $8 million. In fact, to demonstrate how we think green every day, the topsoil used to reclaim this project are blended with a waste product from our biodigester right at the water reclamation facility. As was reported earlier this month, the Ohio EPA has given Akron a financial break on a loan financing on the step feed project at the Akron water reclamation facility, resulting in a savings of $18.7 million. And I want to let that sink in a little bit. That's $18.7 million savings on one project, which brings us to today. I'm pleased to report that yesterday, the federal court entered the First Amendment to Akron's original 2014 consent decree, allowing for 2 major modifications. The first modification eliminates the need to construct a parallel relief interceptor sewer, which is right behind us, and associated pump station in favor of an innovative and more efficient design on the main sewer outfall interceptor we are standing next to today. This design allows us to meet the environmental requirements of the originally planned project and to eliminate the need for additional land acquisition and all the other economic benefits that come with it. And it will not disrupt the towpath trail and, more importantly, the Akron River, which all of these projects are meant to protect and preserve. This modification alone, and let this sink in, will save the city $30 million. And the second modification is a change to the sequencing of projects to the water reclamation facility, which provides for the expansion of a biological secondary treatment capacity to 220 million gallons per day, ahead of the original schedule. All total, through the efforts of many at the local, state, and federal levels, we have realized a savings of almost $57 million this year in savings to the city just on the sewer projects. And with a project the size and scope of the CSO, these gains mark a critical first step in bringing down the cost to ratepayers, proving the confidence that our efforts to find common ground with state and federal agencies is working, and it will continue to work. I want to thank all of the individuals involved at every level of government, especially Federal Judge John Adams, for the continued due diligence in seeing that Akron meets its environmental obligation while also recognizing the needs of our ratepayers. We remain in communication with the Ohio EPA, Ohio Attorney General's Office, US EPA, the US Department of Justice, evaluating projects on a weekly basis to look through the integrated planning process and look for creative financing. If and when there are additional developments, we will obviously share them. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Dan Rice, head of the Ohio and Erie Canal Coalition. Dan?
Thank you so much, Mayor.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, Mayor Horrigan. And all I have to say is this is a fantastic day for the city of Akron. When we often talk about these type of projects, it's a triple bottom line. It's great for the community, it's great for the environment, and on behalf of the 2.5 million users of the towpath trail, thank you very much, Mayor Horrigan. He deserves a special round of applause for that. Over the past 3 years or more, your administration and your team has spent literally thousands of hours working in partnership with Summit Metro Parks, our organization, many other partners to keep the towpath trail open. This is another step in honoring that commitment. And it's because of your vision and leadership, all those 2.5 million users are able to enjoy the Ohio and Erie Canal, the Akron River. We heard the scenic railroad come by a few minutes ago, and that doesn't happen in a vacuum. That happens because of your incredible visionary leadership and commitment to this great regional resource. And secondarily, I would like to point out, it's all about collaboration. And you touched upon that in your brief remarks. In many ways, this is an exceptional collaboration, as you've already mentioned, Mayor, amongst local officials, state officials, and federal officials. When people are looking for a model across the country, now they're going to look to Akron because we truly are a model community for collaboration and partnerships. So just very briefly, again, I want to express our gratitude to the City of Akron and all of our partners for your commitment to keeping the towpath trail open, and also congratulations for this great victory today, Mayor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan. And in just ending, to me, this is the way the process should work. There's a lot of dialogue going on with a lot of different agencies, especially at the federal and state level, to work through some of the issues. We have ideas, they have ideas. What's the best way forward? How do we do these things? How do we make it more cost effective for our ratepayers? Because eventually, you know, this community is going to have to pay for all of this. We need to be good environmental stewards. We've proved that. This is one of the main projects to be able to do it. We'll continue to work with them to be able to bring down the total cost, work on some creative financing options to extend the life of this so we can extend those payments and hopefully make those rates a lot more palatable to people across the region.